Black Ops 6 is the sweatiest Call of Duty to date aside from Advanced Warfare. So in today's video, I'll be giving you the most crucial tips that you should be incorporating into your gameplay if you want to actually compete. First off, I am a controller player and this game prioritizes controller, and so I will be showing you how to take full advantage of your aim assist. Which, if you are a keyboard and mouse player, I guarantee you still will find this video very helpful, so stay tuned. Before all that though, we are going to be going over the controller settings. You typically are going to see all the pro players and every very good player using like 6.6 or 7.7. If you are using a sniper, the higher sensitivity is actually very helpful, but it's going to be just the general settings that you're going to be wanting to use in like rank play, or if you just want to better your own skill. The lowest you ever really want to go is like 4.4. The highest you really ever want to go is 8.8. Typically it's going to be 6.6. In this game it's 7.7 because of the omnidirectional movement. Everyone is moving so fast. I will be getting more into how you can find the perfect sensitivity for you. Next up though, we are going to be turning off the controller vibration. This is just going to make it so it doesn't shake in your hand, leading to better aim. Might feel weird at first, but with practice it will get very, it just will feel better. For the field of view, this one is a little bit weird. So when rank play does come out November 21st, I will be lowering my FOV to 103. This is going to make it so I don't see as much, but everything that I do see is a lot bigger. So then the targets will be a lot bigger. So then the aim assist box will be a lot bigger.
That's what she said.
Right now my FOV is 115 just because I'm only playing the public matches, and it's just a lot more fun to move around the map with the higher FOV, and so that's literally just for enjoyment reasons. If I'm going full sweat mode, I'm going to lower mine to 103. Warzone's a little bit different because the map is so big. You can use 115 in the rank to be perfectly fine. Next up, for the overall controller settings, we are going to be going over to the dead zones. The dead zones, a lot of people don't realize how important this is. This is more so, I guess, for your movement, which leads to better aim. So my left stick min is at 1. That doesn't really matter. The left stick max, this is a very important dead zone. I have mine at 60, which means I only have to move my stick from the center to 60% to get the max movement speed. If I had this at 100, which is default, I'm gonna have to move mine from the middle all the way to 100% to get the max movement speed. So you actually can save a lot of time if you have it on 60. I recommend keeping it between 45 and 75. Go into a private match and just move around, and after I give you all these tips, you'll be able to find the perfect dead zone for you. For the right stick min, even though I still have stick drift, I like to have mine on 5. If it's anything past that, I feel like I can't compensate the recoil. I just don't have enough fine tuning to be able to control that recoil. And so basically, even if you have stick drift, I still recommend to keep it around 5. Although Celium, he plays for Atlanta FaZe, his is at like 10, and so it is a tiny bit in that personal preference zone. And then for the right stick max, I like mine at 99. Left trigger, right trigger at 0. Oh, and then over here for the aiming advanced settings, we are going to want to go down to aim response curve type, oh my days, and switch this to dynamic. This is going to make it so if you have 2 targets on your screen, you're going to be able to shoot at one and snap to the next one very smoothly. You can try out the other ones and you're going to see that dynamic feels so much better. Now that's going to wrap it up for the controller settings. The best way to warm up and test out your settings, and you really should do this before every rank play match, or if you want to preserve your KD, you should really be doing this. You're going to want to go over to the private match. You're going to want to add a couple bots, go to free for all and play on Baby Yawn, not Baby Lion. For the first thing I want to go over, this is going to be having good centering. This is why you want to have a lower sensitivity. When you have a higher sensitivity, you can literally get used to anything because of aim assist. You want the lower sense so then you can keep that white dot where an enemy would be at all times. So when I'm moving around the map, I'm always going to keep this where the enemy could be. When I went around this corner, I was already centered on his chest, allowing me to just ADS and fire. You don't want to have to ADS and drag over. That's going to waste a lot of time. If you see each other at the same time, you're going to have a high chance to die because a lot of the time they are going to be centering perfect on you. This is probably the most important thing that you can do on the game. I recommend going on every single map. This is if you truly want to get better. Go on every single map in the game. You don't even need to load up bots. Just practice keeping the center dot where an enemy could be at all times. When I'm going around this corner, I'm literally moving it like this just in case there's an enemy in the corner. I'm scanning and keeping it right on chest level, allowing me to ADS and fire. Right there, you could see that right when I saw them, I could ADS and fire. Now, one thing that will really help you with centering, obviously, is just knowing the map, but using your mini map. That mini map, you should always be looking at that. right there, whenever someone fires their gun without a suppressor, they are going to show up on the map. And so if you know how the map already looks, you see on the radar there's someone in the middle, you can basically pre-center on them before you're around the wall. And with some good practice, you're going to be able to do that very consistently, and you're going to win an astronomical more amount of gunfights. And this is why a lot of people think streamers are cheating, because their eyes are always looking up at the minimap, and a lot of people think that's another monitor and that's their walls, which it really is walls. It's the minimap. It tells you everything. Now, once you see the enemy and you aim to shoot, you're going to want to track with your left stick, not necessarily the right stick. The right stick is to snap, the left stick is to track. When you do track with the left stick, you're going to get the rotational aim assist, so you actually get more aim assist, making it easier to hit your shots. A lot of the time, I'll ADS, fire, and I'll start using my left stick to stay on the target. Given you still use the right stick a little bit, but if you use the right stick instead of your left stick, your aim is going to be like this, and you're going to miss a lot of shots, which is what you see from a lot of rookie players. They don't use their left stick, they just try to go like this, and you don't get that much aim assist. But if I like strafe, it actually stays on target for me to where I don't even really need to use my right stick. It just completely tracks them. Plus, it's going to make you a harder target to hit. And when the enemy isn't hitting shots on you, your screen isn't going to shake as much, making it easier to stay on target. That's why getting first shot is so important. Having good centering will lead to to getting the first shot. When you hit the first shot, you're going to be able to make the enemy screen shake, making it easier to hit the rest of the shots and making it harder for them to land shots on you. This next tip is going to help you eliminate if there's like 2 to 3 or more enemies on your screen. So let's say the hard point's right here. You have 2 enemies looking this way, and then you have 1 enemy looking at you. If you come around the corner and you see the enemy looking at you, you have to quickly realize that and kill him, then take out the easy targets. Now, when you snap over to the other target, you don't want to kill this guy and then snap over like that. You want to un-ADS and then re-ADS. That's going to make it a lot easier to actually accurately snap onto target. You're going to get a little bit more aim assist, because if you try to go like that, you might overcompensate and you're not really using the left stick at that point, making it a little bit difficult. And when you do snap on the 2 targets, I like to use my left stick and, have a combination of both things. Never really just go boom, boom. I will do that a lot of the time, so it really depends on the gunfight, and that's just where game sense comes in from just playing the game a lot. And if you're playing ranked play, oh, I just missed every single shot. See, like a good player like me will still miss a lot of shots, and that's another big tip. Don't really think about your aim. If you think about your aim, you are going to miss shots. If you think about the way you speak, you're going to mess up your speech, which is why people get nervous going up on stage and they stutter on stage, because they're thinking about the way that they're speaking. Same goes for the way you walk. If you think about how you're walking, you're going to walk a little bit weird. So no matter what you're doing in life, don't think about it, or else you're going to mess up. But if you have a little bit of OCD like me, that's going to make you think about it, and then you mess up because you shouldn't be thinking about it. Overall though, don't think about your aim. That leads into having confidence. Have a lot of confidence in your shots. If you see an enemy and you think you're going to miss those shots, you're going to miss those shots. So you have to go into every gunfight knowing you're going to hit the shots. Even if you have a pistol out and you're at the complete disadvantage, maybe realize you're at the disadvantage and push back. But just have confidence that you can hit those shots every single time. With all that said, that's going to be the most important aiming tips. Now we're going to go over a couple drills just to make yourself a better player and what you should do before every match. Just remember, the right stick is there to be able to center very well. So then if you see the enemy, you ADS and fire and use that left stick to stay on target. If you see 2 targets, you fire on ADS and re-ADS on the next guy. Don't really try to do that. Sometimes you need to, but most of the time you don't really need to do any of that. Always hit the first shot because it makes the enemy screen shake. You'll get the first initial amount of aim assist. Therefore, you should be able to land the rest of your shots. Now, for the drills, I really like Babylon over Nuketown because it has more of the map to like jump around, and there's more things that you can, bounce off of to translate into your regular gameplay. What I really like to do is go back over to my settings. I'll go to the controller and then I'll turn off target aim assist. Now I'll play on Babylon with about like 10 enemies. Right here, there's just 3, so I could, talk to you guys. But you can practice having very good aim without the aim assist. So then once you're very used to having no aim assist, you can turn on the aim assist, get a couple kills, and you notice your aim is a lot better. And you'll see how having very good centering really does help you. Like, your aim is completely different when you don't have aim assist, and it can really help you just have good centering and practice all of that stuff if you play with no aim assist. Sometimes I'll even play pubs with no aim assist and see how good I can do. And then once I'm very used to that, I'll turn on aim assist and I will be a way better player. So right here, you guys can see I'm still hitting a lot of my shots. That's because all I have to do is ADS and fire, which you actually don't really need that much aim assist to do that. You only really need aim assist when you're off targets and then maybe to stay on target a little bit. And yeah, so just do this drill and just get about 100 kills a day, and you'll see your aim going up drastically. With all that said, that is going to wrap it up for this video. If it was helpful, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment if you know anything that could help some newer players or anything that I missed. I will be bringing out a movement guide soon, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel, and deuces.